it was Saturday night. I turned the TV on just to see what was going on. You've been gone a while, didn't hear from you. I just want to know if you're safe and sound, 'cause I want to know if you made it out or if you're caught up in the mess. So tell me, are you okay? 'Cause I don't wanna lose you. It ain't easy 'cause I know I'm better with you. But tell me, are you okay? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. I don't know what I'll do.
Welcome, everyone, to Healing Connection. I am Joy McBride. Have you ever reached a point where you just don't know which way is up or even down? When every decision feels heavy and stress clouds your mind? Today, we are going to explore practical tools to ground you, guide you through confusion, and help you find clarity even in your toughest moments. So stick with me for the next 50 minutes. We'll cover grounding exercises, simple decision frameworks, quick journaling prompts, tech assistant supports, and self-compassion techniques. And remember, if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, you can text 988 Veterans Press 1. Everybody else, just hold on. And it's free. It's confidential. Or you could email me at cooljoe77 at heroobjective.org. COOLJOE77 at heroobjective.org. And yes, we are changing to a new business, so the email will change, and this is my new email. Nothing else has changed. You'll still get me. You'll still get everything that I have. All of it. It's just a new name, because we are now called Heroes Objective. You can email me for resources and encouragement. Let's begin by acknowledging that feelings lost is normal. And the fact you're here shows you're ready to reclaim your calm. Pause for a brief moment and just breathe. Take in the time, sit, unless you're driving. If you're driving, take a deep breath. Let it out. If you're sitting, find a nice, comfortable spot, whether it's inside or outside, and just breathe. Relax and listen to everything that's being said. First topic that we're going to talk about is recognizing the overwhelm. Often the first step is simply naming what is happening. Ask yourself, am I feeling stuck between too many choices? Or do I reply worries on a loop? Or do I have worries that replay on a loop? When your mind is spinning, you might notice physical signs. Shallow breathing, tension in your shoulders, or racing heartbeat. Take 30 seconds now. Put your hand on your chest, unless you're driving. Breathe deeply and say to yourself, I see my stress. I can meet it with care. Unless you're driving, close your eyes. Take 3 slow breaths. Inhaling for a 4 count. Exhaling for a 6 count. Notice how even the small pauses shift your focus. Next, we're going to talk about grounding and reorientating techniques. Let's ground ourselves in here and now. 3 tools. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exercise. You've heard me talk about this before, but we'll talk about it again. 5 things you can see. 4 things you can feel. 3 things you can hear. 2 things you can smell. 1 thing you can taste, even if that's taking a drink of whatever you have. Number 2, body scan break. When you can, whether you're lying or sitting, scan from your toes to your head. With each section, exhale. Like look at your feet. Breathe in. Move up to your shins. We'll take it slow. And exhale. And do that all the way up your body. If you want, go from your toes to the left side of your body. Then start at your toes again. And work your way up to the right side and finish off with your head. Imagine tension is just slowly melting away. Starlight projector. You've heard me kind of talk about this sometimes. If you have one, or a nature sounds app, sit in semi-darkness. Doesn't have to be completely dark. Maybe turn off the light for just a second. Or maybe close your blinds for just a second. And watch gentle light patterns on your ceiling for 2 minutes. Let your eyes softly track the movement. Listen for the sounds. Watch the pattern. See how it does. Next, I am going to guide you through a quick 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're not driving, I want you to look around just where you are. Name 5 items. Now name 4 different textures you can feel. That could be your jeans. That could be the seam on your jeans. You can feel your shirt. Do you have a soft shirt? A silk shirt? Your hair. How does your hair feel? Your hands. Do they feel soft? Do they feel a little rough? 3 sounds. It could be your coffee, which also will relate to 1 taste. It could be your coffee. It could be tea, hot tea. It could be a soda. Smell the bubbles on the soda. I know it sounds funny, but hey, it's still a smell. Smell the room. Do you have an air freshener? Do you have other things? Do you have a scent stick? It doesn't matter. 2 different smells. If you can only come up with one is just as good. Now 1 taste. Just like this. Wonderful. Feel that anchor in your body. Mini decisions framework. When you're confused, large choices freeze up inside of us. Instead, what I like for you to do is use bite-sized steps. Take a 2-minute rule. If a task takes under 2 minutes, do it now. Just that little bit clears clutter. I'll get it out right. But little things that you can do, it doesn't have to be right now while you're listening to this, but when you get done. If you got something small, say you just got a lot of emails, take the time, clear them up. Check the ones you want to delete, and the ones you want to check on, maybe save for later because you know it's going to take more than 2 minutes. Anything, something small that clears up clutter. Pros and cons snap list. Draw a quick 2-column list. 1 pro, 1 negative. See which ones work better for you. If you have more cons, then we need to change it to more pros. Pros are just like the 2-minute rule. Often, the answer leaps right out of us. We didn't even know it, but it does. It's like, oh my gosh, I didn't think of that. Okay. Or you did think of that, but how can we change that con to a pro? Sometimes it's simple things. Sometimes it may take just a little bit to sit and think, how can I change that? Next, the smallest of steps. Ask yourself, what's the next tiny action? We're going to go back to our emails. It might be opening up our emails. Something small, something that's not stressful. Stretch. If you're sitting, stretch different ways. Raise your arms, push them out. Stretch your legs, push them out. Twist your body. Unless you're hurting, then don't do that. Do all this for about 30 seconds, or start jotting a single note, something small, something that you can get into. Think of a decision you've been avoiding. Spend at least 30 seconds, try not to make it any more, but spend 30 seconds writing 1 pro and 1 con about this decision you've been avoiding. Then choose the next smallest step you can take, even if it's just opening a browser to a tab on research. Maybe it's thinking about something you should tell somebody. Maybe it's something that you should be telling yourself. How about that? Maybe you don't know what it is because you're so overwhelmed. Slow down. I know it's hard. But just for this small moment that you're listening to me, make that a pro. Don't worry about fixing everything right off the moment. Slow down. Take this time to think, but I want you to listen too. But if you can do both, do both. If you can't, don't worry about it. This isn't a competition. This isn't a judgment. This isn't something that you're going to get points on. This is something for you. Take your time. Journaling and quick prompts. Putting thoughts on paper unleash a mental space. Do you ever know that? I didn't know it, but sometimes I have been told about it. So there are times that I do try it, but I'm not that good. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't always put thoughts on my paper. I think about them in my head, and I try and see what I can do. Sometimes my journaling is just a prayer. And you can do that too. That's quite okay. But I want you to try like a brain dump. For 5 minutes, set a timer and write nonstop. No editing, just outpour every worry, every to-do, everything that's in your head. Just straight write. Spelling doesn't matter. Neatness doesn't matter. Just brain dump. Sometimes I have to do this with school because I have so much that I'm trying to learn that sometimes I have to just brain dump and walk away. And it's okay. I might be sitting in my office, and that's when I do it after I do a episode in class. Sometimes I may even sit in my office just to get away from the noise because my office is very clear and quiet. Or sometimes just sitting outside in the peace and quiet. If you have a patio, that's great. If not, maybe find a shady spot and sit and just dump everything. Erase almost everything out of your brain. Then after you do that, think, right now, I need fill in the blank. What do you need right now? Write a phrase and finish it in 1 to 3 words. I need to quit. I need to eat. I need breakfast or lunch or snack. I need help. That's probably a really big, important one. I need help. Then ask yourself, how can I give that to myself in 10 minutes? It could be, I need to text somebody, or I need to call somebody, or I need to write these down so I don't forget. But what can I do within the first 10 minutes? Maybe it's just to sit there a little bit longer, absorb the sunlight, absorb the breeze, absorb what's going on around me. If you're indoors, absorb the quietness. If you're sitting in a quiet spot, if you're driving, please don't get too distracted, but think, what can I give myself? Maybe I can change the station in 10 minutes to a different genre, different music. Maybe in 10 minutes, I can find something that brings peace inside of me. Grab a paper, finish by saying, right now I need, and then maybe spend a few minutes brainstorming one small way I can get my met needed. What can I do? Write it down. Put it in your brain. Don't put it in the back of it, but put it in it and go from there. Think, what can I do right now to meet whatever I need met? And you'd be surprised what you come up with. You really would. Sometimes you'd surprise, sometimes, or you may even know what you need. But are you doing it? Or are you putting it off? You shouldn't put it off any longer. Take care of it. Take care of that one need. Could be something as important as, and it's sad to say, but it's true. But right now I need help because I feel like dying. Reach out. Dial, text 988. Call a friend. Don't ask them, just call. It could be somebody in my family that understands. Call them. Don't text them. Or, what do I need right now that I can get a hold of to understand why I'm so confused? Or what I need to do to slow down for 5 minutes to think, what do I need? How can I achieve it? There's always ways. Don't ever tell yourself there's nothing I can do, because that's bull. There's always ways. There is something out there for everyone. We just got to find it and nourish it. Take it in. Find out. Help yourself. Nature, community, and creative connections. Now, if you're watching this, let's step away from the screen for a moment and tap into 3 unplugged, uplifting practices that reconnect us to ourselves, to others, and to the world around us. Now, if you're driving, of course, you cannot do that. You can't just walk away. We all know that. I know I keep saying that, but just a reminder. And he's like, hey, dummy, I think I know that. Well, and that's cool. No problem. But it doesn't hurt, because maybe while you're driving, you're stressed out. Maybe you should slow down. Or if you could, maybe you could find a spot where you could pull over and take a breather for a minute. Pull into a parking lot. It doesn't matter if you're going into that store or not. So what? No one's going to get onto you. No one's going to beep their horn at you. Pull into a parking lot. Sit for a minute. If you have to, turn off the radio for a minute. Just sit there. Since it's still warm outside, leave the AC on. Do not turn the car off. But just sit there and listen. If you want the radio on, great. Maybe turn it down for a minute. Maybe change the genre again. But take the time if you're driving. Now, if you're going on a long trip and you're on the interstate, I know you're thinking, hey, idiot, I can't do that right now. I understand. If you're in town, do that. But if you're driving, be mindful. Be mindful. Nature moments. Spend some time in nature. Spend some time around and in nature. Go for a nice walk. Yes, I know since we're still dealing with the heat during the afternoon, it is a bit hard to go for a walk because it is get hot and it is not feel good all the time. But maybe try it in the morning. See the sounds, smell the air, how it smells different in the morning than it does later on. Why? Because it's a new day. Every day starts with new smells because it's a fresh new day and we're starting off something positive. Maybe go in the evening. Take a walk in the mid-afternoon, maybe after dinner. Or if you want to go before dinner to work up an appetite, do that too. But take a walk if you can. If you're close to somewhere that has a park or a walkway, or you know what, you could even walk around your neighborhood. It doesn't matter. You know what, I'm not going to be specific about what I say where you should go or give you ideas. Go where you want to go. That's what counts. That's what matters, because this is for you, not. But look around. If you went for a walk this morning, notice how different the smells smell in the afternoon. Notice the different sounds that are there. Things have now been awakened. They're now moving. Air has moved around. Give it a shot. Or if you have a porch, sit on your porch in the morning while you drink your coffee, while you're doing your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 things. See how the day starts out. If you're up early, you know what? Take about 2 or 3 minutes and look at the sunrise. And the same thing goes with if you went for a walk in the afternoon. If you're able to do it at sunset, look at the sunset. See how the sky looks. See how the clouds look. These are all different options that I'm giving you. But yes, spend 5 to 10 minutes outside whenever you can, even on a balcony or in a nearby park. Notice the quality of the light. Feel the breeze, the sounds of birds or rustling leaves. These are all things that come out when you're walking outside or just being outside. You don't necessarily have to walk. You really don't. But of course it does help, because as doctors do say, walking does help with certain things. Why it helps? Research has shown that just a few minutes in a green space lowers the heart rate, reduces stress hormones, and boosts the mood. Do community check-ins. Reach out to one person today, a friend, a neighbor, a fellow veteran, or first responder, or caregiver, or another spouse, and simply ask a question. How are you really? Don't just give me, I'm fine, everything's okay. No, dig a little deeper. And if somebody asks you, do not be afraid to tell them, hey, my day started off pretty crappy, or my day has gone down the tubes. This is what's going on. You don't have to pour your heart out, but let them know, yeah, my day has been pretty crappy so far. even if it's just when you first get up and you're moving around and you know what? You stubbed your toe. Guess what? My day started off on the wrong foot. No pun intended. But sometimes we wake up that way. Sometimes it's good to let somebody know how we're really doing. Offer a listening ear and share one small thing you appreciate about them. Why it helps? Genuine human connection releases oxytocin, the love hormone. I know I'm probably saying that wrong, but it releases endorphins. How about that? We'll go that way. I know that word. We're reinforcing that we're not alone in our strength, and we're trying to strengthen our support network. So those are interesting things. Creative expressions, what to do. Keep it simple. Just like everything else I talk about, keep it simple. A few minutes of doodling, handwriting a gratitude note, or molding a bit of clay. No skill or perfection is required. You're expressing yourself. Even if it's scribbling on a piece of paper, it doesn't matter. You're getting some frustrations out. Or you could draw up a nice picture and just maybe different things that you're noticing about it. And then when you look at it, oh, I can do that? Okay. Even texting somebody that you hope they have a good day, or I hope the day starts out okay for you. Something small. Sometimes people may do that to you. Accept it. Take it in. Listen to it. Don't read into it. Just know that somebody else is thinking about you besides you and cares enough about you to send you something. Be good about it. If you're doing woodworking, it could be whatever. Take your time. Enjoy it. If it is the molding of clay, doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be anything fancy or spectacular or an exquisite piece of art. No. It's what you want, what you feel, and how you feel. Why it helps? Creative activity engages different parts of the brain, shifting focus away from worry and into flow, where time seems to slow and the stress reduces. Wow. Would that be helpful? And it works. I do it myself. I personally do wood burning. I'm very good at it. And the more I take my time, the more I put into it. And then when the work of art is done, I look at it and say, wow, I did that. I'm proud of myself for doing that. Show it to somebody. See what they say. Do you really think they're going to say, you know what, that looks like crap? You can do better. No, those words come from your head in the back of your mind, and you need to get rid of them because it is not true. Not even close. So pause now and choose one of these. Step outside and feel the air on your skin. Smell the air and see what you smell. If it's in the afternoon, maybe somebody's grilling. Maybe somebody's smoking. If you're around my neighborhood, it's me because I'm smoking. I love to smoke. Pick up a pen and write or text. I know pen is old school and texting is new, but you know what? Old school still works. And I want you to say thank you for and fill it in. About someone you care for, or simply call a friend and ask, hey, how are you today? Somebody may call you and ask you, how are you today? Don't be shy. They called you for a reason. One day you'll figure out that reason, but be thankful that they do. Notice how these small, non-digital actions plant a seed of calmness and connection. These practices remind us that resilience is built not just with tools and apps, but with real world moments of present care and creativity. Self-compassion and positive reframing. Interesting. When confusion strikes, kindness toward yourself is non-negotiable. Pick an anchor phrase. Something that you can pick that would work. But remember them. And here's some phrases. This too shall pass. Even though the right side of your brain says no, it won't. The left side says yes, it will. Listen to the left side. You're always going to know that this will pass. This is not going to end your life. This is going to improve your life. Yes, you may feel, oh my gosh, I am so overwhelmed right now. This will never go away. Don't take that negative. Put a positive in it. Keep it in there. One breath at a time. Tell yourself that. And then do the 4-7-6-4 breathing, the box breathing. Or if you can't remember the box breathing, breathe in for 7, hold it for 7 seconds. Release for 8. Wait for 4. And try again. Do that as many times as you need, but make sure you don't get lightheaded. I'd hate for you to pass out. You can also tell yourself, I've handled hard before. We've all had hard times in our life. Things we never thought we were going to get over. But guess what? You're listening to this now. Guess what you did? You got over it. You got past it. Even if you think, well, for the past 2 days, I've had nothing but negative. You have had a positive because you got up the next day. You thought about it again, and guess what? You brought that negative back. No. Keep it positive. Repeat it when panic arises. And like I've told you in other episodes, celebrate micro victories. Yes, celebrate them. They are worth it. You don't have to do a jumping jack or tell somebody. You can just like high five yourself in your head. Or if you want to, you can high five yourself right in front of somebody. They're not going to know what you're doing, but it doesn't matter. You do. Finish a brain dump. choosing one next step. Using your projector, the Starlight projector, at night, it really, really works. Like I've told you, I've got one myself, and I am so glad I've got one because it really works. It helps because it not only does the projector at night help you ease your mind, it slows your breathing. It makes you think about the day. It makes you think about both the positive and the negative. And if you're a religious person, or you don't have to be religious, but if you believe in your religion, you can say a prayer. Pray to your higher person, whoever that may be. For me, it's God. For you, it may be something else. But during that time, you can do that. And at the same time, you've noticed as your breathing has started to slow down, and you're watching the lights dance on the ceiling. And if you have stars that fade in and out, you've got that too. You notice different things. And then before you know it, you're asleep. Each proof that you're doing, it's moving you forward. So if you feel comfortable, you can do this. If not, it's okay. But I would like for you to close your eyes. And again, of course, if you're driving, don't do it. But close your eyes. Recall one small win from today. A full breath, a stretch, a completed thought. Then smile and let that reignite that lift in you. Something small as a smile. If you're standing in front of a mirror, smile. Doesn't matter how bad your day is. Smile. Something that simple is a small micro victory. You smiled at yourself. You let yourself know, hey, I still love that person that I see. I still care about that person I see. I'm strong enough to make the day. What can I do? What do I need to accomplish? Stand in front of that mirror if you need to and talk it out. Even if you turn into an argument, who's gonna argue back besides you or your little friends in your head? Mine are in my head all the time. But just doing that gives you a victory. At night, when you're brushing your teeth, you're looking in the mirror. Think to yourself while you're brushing your teeth, what were my victories for the day? How did I get through? Today, we've explored grounding, which was with a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We did body scans, and we talked about the Starlight projector. Decisions, 2-minute rule, pros and cons. What's my next small step? Journaling, if you want to do that. I'm not saying that you have to, but if you're into that, okay. Do a brain dump. Right now I need, fill in the blank. Doesn't matter what it is, fill in the blank. Self-compassion. Anchor phrases, micro victories, things like that. So tonight, here's your challenges. Use one grounding tool before going to bed. Brain dump for 3 minutes the next day. Start fresh. Pick an anchor phrase, but pick an anchor phrase. Repeat it when stress hits. And if you're ever feeling lost, remember, again, you can text 98. Everybody else, stay on the line. You will not be on there forever. You will get somebody that will talk to you. It's confidential help. If you need to, you can email me at cooljoe77@heroobjective.org, COOLJOE77 at HEROBJECTIVE.org. And that hero objective is all one word. You are stronger than confusion. With each small tool, you build back a path of clarity. Like I said, my name is Joey, and I will always have your 6. Until next time, take care, stay grounded, keep moving forward. Signing off. Till next week. Good.
'Cause I